Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today, you guys might be wondering why we are insisting that going to gym is a necessity for every modern man. The answer to that doubt will become completely clear by the end of this video. So stay tuned, brothers. Personally, through my experience in gym for more than a year and also through my understanding of philosophies by the Stoics, Carl Jung, Nietzsche, etc., I strongly believe that gym is one of the most philosophically enlightening place in the world. The great Enlightenment philosopher Immanuel Kant wrote that it is beyond a doubt that all our knowledge begins with experience. Similarly, in Kalama Sutta, the Buddha also pointed out that one should believe only in one's own experiential knowledge instead of following traditions, ideologies, or even a teacher. Gym is a place where we learn the harsh and true realities of the world through first-hand experience. It is the place where we toughen our mind by sculpting our body, or in Jungian vocabulary, the place where we experience and integrate the shadow or the inner beast. I argue that gym is the practical playground to master Stoicism because our body is an art that God has gifted us to create the most aesthetically, psychologically and physically pleasing artwork through our own effort. A body that is sculpted into the best shape it can achieve is also one of the best ways to create a strong and balanced character. Therefore, Socrates said, "It is a disgrace to grow old through sheer carelessness, before seeing what manner of man you may become by developing your bodily strength and beauty to their highest limit." Most social psychologists and a number of studies today agree that 70 to 80% of all communication is non-verbal. Therefore, a person who goes to gym and has developed some muscles and core strength has a natural advantage in this aspect compared to most of the other people who don't work out. Along with workout, our food consumption increases. As a result, our energy, strength, posture and all other non-verbal aspects of communication become better. By working hard in gym for 1 hour every day, an important benefit that we are gaining is absolutely dominating and conquering the non-verbal aspect of communication. When you walk into a room with shoulders held back, chest held high, strong and purposeful footsteps, people make their judgment about you that moment itself. This is a guy that is tough, energetic, strong and powerful. It is better not to mess with him. 2. Gym is the place where we learn the practical, harsh and true reality of life through personal experience. Marcus Aurelius points out in his Meditations, "The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. For in this they both agree to teach a man whatsoever falls upon him that he may be ready for it, and that nothing may cast him down." Suffering and pain are two ultimate realities of life that no living being can escape from. What a good and balanced man can do is constantly flow through the waves of pain, struggle and failures to toughen himself and also to learn and grow. The trees that suffer the strongest of winds grow the hardest and deepest roots. Hunting and failing for multiple times finally makes the cub an adult lion. Similarly, in life, a man has to go through a long and arduous journey of adventure, struggle and failures to finally attain the heroic position of status and wealth. What happens in gym is also exactly the same process. We have to constantly push the body through a certain amount of pain every day so as to reap the reward of gaining muscle, strength and toughness. It has been scientifically proven that both body and mind are deeply interconnected, and both the physical and emotional pain share neurological similarities. We see this in the Navy SEAL or military training sessions where the soldiers are forced to go through long and arduous physical struggles so as to toughen their mind. The Oxford Dictionary of Sports Science and Medicine define mental toughness as a quality of mind or intellect characterized by a refusal to be intimidated, a determination to finish a contest even when things are going badly, and an ability to control emotions and remain highly focused when under the pressure of intense competition. At a physical level, gym helps us to do exactly the same, which get directly converted into the mental arena. As Nietzsche points out, great suffering is the ultimate liberator of the mind. Number 3. Gym is the best place to awaken, experience and integrate the shadow within. Throughout his collected writings, Carl Jung, the great depth psychologist, constantly talked about shadow, which is hidden deep within our unconscious and the integration of which leads to psychological wholeness and balance. Carl Jung defines shadow as that hidden, repressed, for the most part inferior and guilt-laden personality, whose ultimate ramifications reach back into the realm of our animal ancestors. If it has been believed hitherto that the human shadow was the source of evil, it can now be ascertained on closer investigation that the unconscious man, that is, his shadow, does not consist only of morally reprehensible tendencies, but also displays a number of good qualities such as normal instincts, appropriate reactions, realistic insights, creative impulses, etc. It is the possibility of violence that keeps violence at bay. When we learn martial arts, we learn how to be dangerous, but at the same time to keep it under control. Similarly, countries invest hundreds and thousands of crores in military assets and nuclear bombs so as to give the message that they are dangerous and it is better not to mess with them. At a personal level, the ability to create mayhem, destruction, brutality, and cruelty are inherent in us. A person who has totally suppressed these bestial aspects within him has also suppressed an important and inherent element in his self, that is his shadow. In my perspective and experience, gym is the place where we come into direct contact with the shadow or the beast within. At our peak moments in gym, we experience the inner beast rising within us and also slowly getting integrated into consciousness. Along with developing strength and toughness, you also come to the realization that you are also capable of creating violence and danger. Being dangerous and keeping the inner beast integrated into our consciousness catapults our confidence and self-respect. Therefore, you will be walking with your shoulders held back, head held high, and also assertively maintaining your space in the world. And seeing this, predators or bullies won't have the courage to mess with you or insult you, because non-verbally you have already communicated the message that you are a tough guy, and if they cross with you, there is something really terrible and dangerous coming their way. As Jordan Peterson said,
if you're incapable of violence, not being violent isn't a virtue. People who teach martial arts know this full well, right? If you learn a martial art, you learn to be dangerous, but simultaneously you learn to control it. Both of those come together. And the combination of that capacity for danger and the capacity for control is what brings about the virtue.
Number 4. Gym helps us transmute the pain and sorrows of life into a constructive force. Pain, sorrow, grief, etc. are energy or forces that cannot be healed or obliterated very easily. But it can be transmuted. Seneca wrote in his letters, "Constant misfortunes brings its own blessing. Those whom it always assails, it eventually fortifies." If we are going through a breakup or failure in career or any kind of sorrow, the best thing we can do for ourselves is to visit gym and work out as hard as we can. We will feel the emotional pain, frustration, and all kinds of negative emotions rising up and leaving us. At the same time, we will also be reaping the direct, tangible results of building a strong body and a tough mind. Whether we like it or not, the world is filled with so much evil and villainy. The only way to create a blocking wall against it is by toughening our mind and body, along with becoming a force for good. Whenever any hardships or failures come our way, we should be able to see it as an opportunity to learn from our failures and also to become stronger. As Epictetus points out, it is difficult circumstances that show real men. Finally, another extremely important philosophical doctrine that gym teaches us is the idea of going the extra mile. In any field of expertise or career, or in whatever that we do, the people who reach the top are the ones who had the courage and persistence to push past the pain a bit longer, that is the extra mile. Most people in today's soft and comfortable world have less pain tolerance. While working on their goals, as the pain starts increasing a bit, most people give up. But a person who visits gym daily increases his pain tolerance and will be pushing harder even when the pain becomes unbearable, because this is what he does every day in gym. Most people, even when they are in gym, will stop their workout after 10 reps. But a strong man or a real man will push past the pain even more, completing 13 to 15 reps, and progress lies in those last 5 reps. Success is all about persevering a bit longer when the going gets tough and when others starts giving up. Gym teaches this most important practical life lesson to us every single day. I think by now it has become clear that why we argue every modern man should visit gym daily. Keep an open mind and work hard every day, brothers and sisters. Strength and honor are our assets. A strong body and a tough mind, our foundation. Always remember Nietzsche's words, that which does not kill us, make us stronger. Thank you.